Okay, folks. So I'm currently in the Meatpacking District, and you can see right now I'm going to actually do a walking tour of the High Line Park in New York City. This used to be an old train route, elevated train route that they decommissioned, and it is now a public park. Okay, so I'm excited. I mean, I walked over there yesterday, and I said, you know what? Let me come out here today and do a full walkthrough. Okay, folks, so this is the entrance to the High Line elevated park. It's Washington Street and Gansevoort. I don't know if I'm spelling it right, but I'm going to walk up to the street name. You can see here Gansevoort. This is the entrance Okay, so here we go. If you hear a clicking sound, that's just some reason the lock function and unlock function for the gimbal keeps saying it won't stay. There we go. There you guys can hear that. So I'm going to have to send this in for some repair. I almost forget. So this is where, like I said, this is where the park starts. And I'm shooting this in 4K. It's going to take up a lot of space. My phone storage. But that's okay. Let's take a look down here. look at that view right there. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And to the right, get a little bit of foliage. So this park originally ended on 34th Street, but they added a connection to the Moynihan train station. You can see some of the views from the side. So it looks like, I guess I got here at the right time of day. There's a pretty overcast sky, so there isn't really a major change in lighting. You can see some of the arts. On display. And I'm not sure what building is this, but this looks fantastic. And look at that view. All right, look at that. I was going to say this kind of looks like the Baxter building, but not so much. And look at the views. This place is pretty dope. That's the Whitney Museum. I guess there's an event. I hear a lot of people clapping and cheering. Let's take a look down below. There's the Tesla store. This is a restaurant downstairs. The architecture of these buildings are absolutely fantastic. I guess this section has been closed. Amazing. Having not lived in New York City for over 21 years, I kind of missed out on the news and some of these developments. I try to keep in the know, but I guess no matter how much I try to keep in the know, there's always something new. A lot of cities are not big enough and have the resources. And there's another park over there that I actually read about. But I'll save that tour for another day. But yeah. Let's do a walk around here. So it looks like we have an artist here. Hello. You an artist? No? Okay. Projector right there, and it's projecting on the screen. So the next day, what the saving from got was back in the shirt to wear. Wow. What a view! Look at this view. Now this right here, fantastic. All right, so let's take a look at this wall. Let's see. We There's the Marine and Aviation Building. And I would love to come out here later on at night. I might have to do that sometime. Just see how this place kind of lights up. That's Pier 57. Let's take a look down below and see what's happening down there. Let's pan and look at that. That looks like the Avengers building or the Baxter building. I'm walking kind of briskly just to show you how really great this whole ham gimbal is. This is an iSteady M6. Now there's the new iSteady M7, but this gimbal is perfectly fine. Love this gimbal. And let's do a pan, not right here. The pin right here. Actually, further. We're going down some steps. And this way. Bar right here. Got these stairs again. Some more vendors. Views right here. Okay, so this is the first restroom, and this is at 16th Street and 10th Avenue. There's a stairs. Guess that goes down to the street level. Oh no, this is not a stairs. It's actually looks to be like an observation desk. And there in the distance is a super mega yacht. Let me zoom in. You guys can see. Zoom back. Zoom back out. And let's see what's happening down low. This view is absolutely incredible. Incredible views. Look at the views. Incredible, huh? New York City blows my mind every time. This section here is closed. wider view, shot in 4K. I guess they put this here so that this is, I suppose, an observation desk. Let's just walk. Actually, let's walk down this way. Okay, that's pretty cool.
You picked ASAP. I don't have Saxon. I know, I did ask. Why don't you have Saxon? Why would I don't even like to have the snacks there. Why would I pass for 3? Yeah, but I'm not going to quit. It's going to go away. Clear.
That's kind of cool what his teacher says. Didius, Altius, Fortius. On with the walkthrough. Chelsea Piers. It's been a minute since I've been to Chelsea Piers. I might take a trip there soon, and we used to play ball over there. These two, I guess, apartment buildings, residential buildings, are absolutely fantastic. And look at that. Look how bulbous the front is. Alright, look how bulbous that is. That's nice. Look at that. That's amazing. So this is where I showed you guys earlier during this walkthrough video. Here, look at that. These are, somebody's having a party here, but I don't want to tape inside of their residence. I just show you the edge of the building. Actually, I'm gonna show you the top of the building. All right. Chelsea Pierce. This building, I wonder what that is. Maybe a penthouse. Let's see. can see the Empire State Building. So let me look it right here. Yep, Empire State Building. Let me zoom in on that. There is the Empire State Building. Huh. So this is what parking garages in New York City looks like, which is kind of cool.
My friends.
Underneath all this foliage, it's kind of dark. Let me see if I can up the ISO. There you go. Much better. So it's absolutely incredible what they have done, turning this old railway into a park. And the architecture of these buildings are absolutely fantastic. There are so many little pockets, views. No, I haven't seen artwork in a minute. Let's see if there's any artwork being displayed, because that was like way back there. Okay, so look at this. It's a good look for good. This is a Kenneth Cole store, one of my favorite stores, and one of my favorite designers. Oh, you want to get on my screen?
Yes,
She wants to get on my screen. There you go.
We are the berry stop. Make sure you stop by and get you some berries.
Some berries.
Yeah,
What
some
kind of berries?
Fresh strawberries with chocolate.
Buy
chocolate.
Okay.
Nice advertisement. Shout out to my managers, my
Okay,
bosses,
okay.
Kevin and Jason.
All right. Have a good night. Oh, this is fantastic. You hear that sound is because the lock unlock, you can lock the gimbal and unlock the main arm of the gimbal, and it won't stay unlocked. It keeps locking, and I don't know why. what caused it to malfunction. I didn't drop it or anything like that. So I'm just gonna have to hold it like that, like this. To keep it open. But you know, this is what I'm gonna do another video later. So here's some art. There's some art right here.
I'll show you the picture I was telling you.
I tried to get the scale. Anyway, that's why I wanted to stay in
Brigsby, New York. There's some more art, but it's not part of the park. As long as I've lived in New York, I've never actually seen this building look like it spans an entire block. I wonder what there goes James Gunn's Superman poster. Hey, James Gunn, look at what I found. It's a bird, it's a plane.
And it's based on Egypt.
It's Superman. Right, so the unlock mechanism on this gimbal is broken. So I have to hold this thing down to stop it from locking, because when it locks, you hear that alert sound. And I don't know how the heck this thing became damaged, but look at these balconies. Awe and wonder of New York City.
So this is what happened. I started a little bit of so like I had asked my broker to check with them. See, when I was trying to figure out which one of these is work, I was trying to figure out that. Yeah.
So what have you guys noticed about some of the architecture? All right, not for the really big skyscrapers, but I guess there's a return to the concrete and steel architectural style back in the 40s, actually the 1900s, up until the 1960s, 70s. So a lot of these new buildings being erected are steel and concrete. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because the brutalist style, as they call it, to me was not very inspiring. I mean, sure, the buildings were sturdy, but they looked brutally ugly. That's why they call that period the brutalist period. And then they went from, or actually went to, steel and glass. Which really made these major cities, especially in the summertime, extremely hot. And the energy, the electricity that it takes to cool these buildings in the summertime had to be very, very expensive. Now, people are not supposed to smoke in this park, but we see people smoking anyway. And I'm pretty sure that they know that they're not supposed to smoke in this park. But they don't care. There's not supposed to be any dogs in this park either. But they don't care. They never care until it's too late, or until it affects them personally. And that's a problem. So I don't know what these public housing, you can always tell the difference between buildings that are owned by private entities and public housing. You can see the public housing, it's just all, it looks all the same. All right, it looks all the same. So here are the train tracks. You can see they have vegetation growing over them. And this is really ingenious, and this is a great way to add green spaces to unused spaces. All right, because a lot of these spaces were an eyesore to the city. See what I tell you? You can always tell public housing. Let me zoom in there so you can see. See that sign right there? Maybe you guys can't. That pole is, but it's see those two little white pole right there. That's how you can tell public housing. Look at that. Now, this looks like it's steel and paneling. Excuse me. What do you guys think? Is this all steel and is that a paneling or is that concrete? It looks like a panel. Concrete. It looks like concrete, right?
It has to be
steel, right? Yeah, there's some buildings there that's concrete. It kind of like a return to the brutalist style of architecture, right? But I guess it's making a comeback. But this is absolutely fantastic. The lines, the curves, the glass. Huh. Well, let's see. Well, this. That's too bright. There we go. Looks much better. There's another piece of artwork. It's the melting lady with no head. Let's zoom in there and see what that looks like. Now we're going to do another tour tomorrow, but this time I'm going to use my brand new Canon R6. So this is very interesting.
But I guess that makes sense of her, because she probably just doesn't want to be stuck.
So as I get closer, I can see now that it is not concrete. It is some form of distressed, probably aluminum or steel paneling. But it looked like there's the Empire State Building. that a Swiss flag? Swiss. As in the flag of Sweden. Blowing in the wind.
So you can make the tile.
507 Chelsea. This is a nice rooftop deck. And some more artwork.
Did anyone else? I couldn't.
I think whoever's in there was like, what is that?
Like into the boat.
So these windows, they don't actually open to the side. They're open out just a little bit. They don't open out all the way. Or maybe they do, but if I can get closer to it,
The light is. That's on the side. Yeah.
you can see. I don't. Yeah. Right there. You guys see that, right? Yeah. So these folks here are having dinner while they're watching as people are passing by. Look at that telescope. That is fantastic. Now, I wish somebody would come and tell me I can't film here. It's a public space engaging in a constitutionally protected act. And I think that's what people fail to realize. But I guess they like having no windows. They enjoy people walking by with envy. I'll be saying, hey man, I wish I could afford to live in a place like this. Look at these views. These views are absolutely amazing. Mercado, Little Spain. Well, this is where I entered the park yesterday, like right here. mean, look at the views all around us. Ooh. Made me dizzy. And this is where I ended up here yesterday. New York City sure has a lot of water towers. I mean, water towers. I think that's what they're called, water towers. There is some more art. Ah, look at that over there. This is called the Foot Fountain. And I guess you pedal this thing right here and it spouts water. Let's see. I think I'm too tall for this. See? I'm too tall. I'm too tall. Yeah. Yeah, I'm too tall. I can't sit there. Look, it's too close to the bench. Yeah. She's gonna pedal. Pedal, there you go. See, there you go. It'll stop. It stopped. Yeah. Why does this thing look like a fork? Look at these views. I think there's a building with some more windows that open outwards. Excuse me, how do you guys like the park? If you don't mind me asking.
It's our first time here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. It's my first time actually walking the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to have like the green spaces in the city.
Yeah, I know. It was too much steel and concrete and brick, right? And glass. Yeah. Look at this incredible view. So these spaces at one time used to be shipyards. this is the extension corridor. Actually, the original plans ended for this park ended right here, and then they added this extension that goes to the Moynihan train station. Oh, careful! There is a path train. This is a New Jersey path train. Is this closed?
Yeah, we closed the section at sunset just because we don't have lighting out here, and the potholes end up getting a little bit treacherous, so for insurance reasons.
Right. And where does this head to?
So it goes all the way up to the West Side Highway, and you can see the trees that are over there in the distance.
Uh-huh.
It exits actually between those trees where the Javits Center is between 12th and 11th Avenue.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome, no problem. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, I guess I have to come back tomorrow to do this whole thing because I want to do the whole thing.
Oh, so we'll be open. This gate is usually open between 7 and 7:10. It takes a little bit longer because we have to start in the south.
Okay.
And then it will close tomorrow probably around 8:28 or 8:30 whenever sunset.
Fantastic. I'll make sure to get here early.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Right. So once again, as you can see, these views are fantastic. Well, this is the end of this walkthrough video right now. Tomorrow I'll do another walkthrough.